Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ACW Elite Tournament 2014. As you can see, Kanikaman, DK, Takuya, Neji, and Ken Masters have all advanced to the quarterfinals. But now we're going to see Mr. MVP Dan Hibiki going one-on-one against Akuma in our next match in the first round of this tournament. And this should be an interesting one. Oh boy. Well, this is a very interesting individual lately in ACW Excel. If you recall, he debuted at the ACW Royale Rumble in 2007 and made an instant impact on the Excel brand. But ever since there was a change in management in ACW Excel, with Roger Smith being named the ACW Excel General Manager, Akuma feels like he has not been treated as the big deal he once was. Losing matches, complaining to management, talking about he doesn't get his fair share of things. And him and Roger Smith have been at odds ends ever since. But maybe here at the Elite Tournament tonight, he can finally find that opportunity that he has been clamoring for years now. Maybe this is the time that Akuma gets back to his former glory and goes through the tournament and becomes the king of Elite, something that nobody can take away from him. But in order to do that, he will have to go through Mr. MVP. And there he is. A very pumped up Dan Hibiki, set for action. Dan Hibiki, like I said yesterday about Ken Masters, I was able to talk to all 14 of the ACW Elite Tournament competitors except him and his partner Ken Masters. They wouldn't talk to me about anything, and I wanted to ask them about their feelings towards Gamma and them attacking him and Ken at Fusion in 2011, but I got no answer. They're just here for business, and they will go as long as they can. If they're eliminated, then they're eliminated, and probably won't even get to talk to them. But nonetheless, if you were watching yesterday's Elite Tournament match, Ken Masters advanced to the quarterfinals, beating Seiya in a very, very good match. And now Dan Hibiki is looking to do the same thing here and meet his partner. Remember, the winner of this match will face Ken Masters in the quarterfinals of this tournament. And Dan, I believe, is more happy than anybody that he wants to be able to fight his own partner. In order to do that, he'll have to go through Akuma to do it. And Dan will take the early advantage here, taking down Akuma. No, Akuma pushes Dan back. And Dan Hibiki and Akuma grappling here, and Dan will win that battle here. And Dan, oh my goodness, a back suplex. You know, you gotta give a lot of credit to Dan Hibiki. You know, I mean, the man has always been thought of as a joke character. Look at this, Akuma with the DDT. But Dan has always been considered a joke character in the Street Fighter series. He goes on here to ACW Excel, and ever since, he's been a great tag team specialist with his partner Ken Masters. He's been a former ACW Excel tag team champion. You know, Dan Hibiki's got an impressive resume. But how much more impressive would it be if Dan was somehow able to win this tournament and call himself the King of Elite in 2004? I promise you we'll never hear the end of it, but that's just the sin we'll have to deal with. That's Dan with a rake to the eyes. Clothesline sends down Akuma. For Akuma, a lot is riding here. A lot is riding here for Akuma. Oh, look at electric chair drop sends down Akuma, but for Akuma, a lot is riding here. You can tell, and I bet you Roger Smith is watching this match very closely. Because Roger Smith and Akuma have not gotten along ever since Roger Smith was the general manager of Excel. And I gotta be honest with you, I mean, Akuma is a great talent. He's probably one of the best, you know, talents that we have, you know, in terms of the overall package in ACW. But the constant complaining to management and the constant losses that he's been suffering for a while, it doesn't make Akuma look good that he has to always complain to management, especially when his recent record and effort hasn't shown for it. So in ways, I kind of agree with Roger Smith. Why should you be given the opportunities that so many have worked hard for and earned just because you are a former talent? That's not how it works here in ACW. That's not how it should work on ACW. And I think Akuma needs to realize that. I think Akuma needs to realize that he's going to have to work hard. He's going to have to earn his spot. No more freebies. No more easy roads. No more like big contracts where you just fight less and gain more money. That's not how ACW works. And I assume Akuma should know better. You look here, Akuma, Irish was Dan here, but no, Dan DDT's Akuma, and I believe that's like the third one on him. Now Dan has Akuma on a headlock. Dan went to the neck breaker, sends him down. Now Akuma's back up. And both men are equal there. Akuma, clothesline missed. Dan, nice side headlock. Now Dan with the Irish whip. Dan, oh, and a shoulder thrust sends down Akuma. And the punch. Irish whip. Oh my goodness, and a back body toss. And Akuma stomping the stuffing out of Dan. Look at this, Akuma. Oh, and a nice body slam right there. Or school slam, whatever you want to call it. Akuma with the wrist lock here. Look at this. Akuma, elbow to the face, sends down Hibiki. Mr. MVP. And no, not that MVP that you can see on Thursday nights on Spike TV. The actual MVP. Mr. MVP. Alright, enough shilling. Sorry about that. Akuma has him on a submission right now. Oh, look at that Dan with a knee to the face. What's this? Oh, nice Russian leg sweep. Even though I don't think Akuma's Russian, so I don't know why he would do that, but who am I to ask him? I'm not going to ask him in his face. Oh, look at that Dan with a poke to the eye there. Crowd not a fan of that. But like I said, the crowd is confused with how they should treat the Street Fighters because, yeah, they've been hated for so long. And, oh, wait a minute, Akuma! Oh, Brimstone! The Brimstone onto Dan. One. Oh, and Dan got his shoulder up. But he's bleeding, he paid the price. Akuma go for another cover, one. And Dan once again with a shoulder up. And Akuma has to be frustrated. He thought that would put him away. But clearly it has not. And elbow to the face of Akuma. Akuma. No, Dan brings him back in. Dan's gonna fight. Neck breaker sends down Akuma. And look at this, Dan. The adrenaline's pumping through his veins. Look at this, another DDT onto Akuma. One. Oh, Akuma with the shoulder up. Punch, punch, kick. And now Dan's gonna Irish whip. No, fake one with a neck breaker. Taking down Akuma right there. What a great tournament this has been. And we only got 2 more matches left, unfortunately, for the first round. Tomorrow it's gonna be Hiei going 1-on-1 against Solid Snake. And it will also be Kakashi Atake going 1-on-1 with Ultraman Tiga. That's right, tomorrow you're getting 2 round 1 matches at the same night. Lucky you. And then that'll be it for the first round, and we will go into the quarterfinals with what we have. The Akuma cover. 1. Kick out. So far in the quarterfinals, it's Kaneka Man, Donkey Kong, Takuya Kanabara, Neji Ayuga, Ken Masters. Those are the current 5 right now in the quarterfinals. Who will join them here tonight? Dan with the knee onto the chest of Akuma there. And look at that. Face crusher! And now Akuma's the one bleeding. Which kind of matches his hair actually, but I think it looks nice. I'm not judging. Oh my goodness! Jumping reverse STO. I could do it. One. No, Akuma with the shoulder up. Look at this, the MVM, the most valuable move. The cover. One. And Akuma's still fighting. We'll take a look at the MVM once again onto Akuma right there. Oh my goodness, what a fight. Both men bleeding, both men have to be worn out and fatigued. But that's how much heart, that's how much fighting, and that's how much redemption for many people in this tournament have to call themselves the King of Elites. But who is going to eventually be the one to get the win here? Look at this Akuma. Look at this Akuma is stretching out Dan here. He's stretching him out, and Dan has really nowhere to go here. Is Dan going to tap? Is he close to tapping here? Is he close? No, Dan got out of it at the last second. Whew. Snapmare. Oh, and an elbow to the head. Right into the back of the head. Look at this. Another jumping STO. Jumping reverse STO onto Akuma. And Akuma is motionless to cover. One. No, and Akuma's still up. And Dan with a kick. Dan, most valuable move for the second time in the match. Will that be it? Can he put him away? 1, 2, 3. Yes, he will. And Dan Hibiki will be the 6th man advancing to the quarterfinals. And unfortunately for Akuma, the losing streak continues. But Dan Hibiki is advanced to the quarterfinals. And get that, he is going to the quarterfinals to face his own Street Fighter's partner, Ken Masters. That's going to be one hell of a match that I've been waiting to see for a long time. But we're going to see you tomorrow night for 2 matches. Hiei versus Solid Snake and Kakashi versus Ultra Man Tiga to close out the first round. See you there. Until then, stay cool.